Hello, Kendall from Reddit Whiskey with a recap of my second attack from this war, and surprise, surprise, another shattered GoHo using surgical hogs, but the base layout calls for it. So we'll kind of go through the plan. This one wasn't as clean. I did a wall breakers got me as normal. I'm just horrible with wall breakers, and my heel placement was a bit off on this one, but we'll get into the plan and go through what went well and what didn't. This was a base they had used a few different times, and someone had attacked it before. I was the second one to attack this base layout, but I was going to go ahead with the assumption that the traps were the same. So in the first base, they had a Tesla here, a Tesla here, and a Tesla here, I think, with double giant bombs here and double giant bombs here. I guess that Tesla's a little bit farther over, so that double giant bomb set fit. But that was the layout. Again, there's options for double giant bombs. This is the only one that's really strong, actually. Everything else, this air blower kind of blows up this one here, but it would have been weak anyway. It's the only one that really made any sense was this one right here. Bit of a weaker layout, but I was going to go with that the traps were the same. And with surgical hogs, as we've talked about before, it's not 100% necessary to get the traps perfect the first time. Again, it always helps to have an idea where they are, but mostly just for your heals. So a plan of attack was I was going to attack in from this side down here. So kind of looking at the base, clan castle pull. I was going to attack in from this side of the base because I thought that was going to be the easiest way to take care of the archer queen, get an expo, and get the CC troops. From there, the expo over here looked to be a bit closer on this side, so the plan was to do a surgical hog counterclockwise, kind of starting down at 6 o'clock, moving around. So that was the plan. So as we've said before, the first thing you have to do is you have to drop your golems and get the trash ring broken. But in this case, there's no air defense that covers this army camp right here. And this army camp is one of the buildings I need to have break for the trash ring. So one minion only costs 2 troop space. A wizard is 4, so I'm able to get away with using a minion on the army camp to save me 2 troop space, or in other words, to give me another minion to help clean up at the end. So initially I dropped a minion here, and then I went into my golems, and I dropped a golem here and a golem here. I followed that up with, in fact, let me clear this off here so we don't have as many things. It's easier to see. So as I said again, I dropped a single minion here. I followed that with a golem here and a golem here. And then I went ahead and I dropped a wizard here and a wizard here and a wizard here. So I saved basically one wizard on the pull by using the minion in its place. From there, I immediately dropped my archer queen along with my 2 witches. And then I followed that up with my 3 wall breakers. And they actually worked this time to break into here and here, because the splash damage will take out both of those corners because there's no separation. From there, we'll kind of clean this off and move forward a little bit. The plan was I was going to have a rage spell for right here, with the idea once the CC troops started coming out, I was either going to send my Barbarian King or the Wall Breakers, depending on if the CC troops are out already from the golems. And there, basically, Barbarian King's going to go in this way, and I brought, I had 5 more Wall Breakers, and I was hoping that all of those Wall Breakers would come in, kind of first bust this and then bust this under rage. Unfortunately, 2 of them for some reason decided to go this direction. So I got messed up on the wall breaker on the split. I actually didn't get this wall. I just got this wall taken out. And that screwed up my ability to get, because goal was to get my Barbarian King and golems in here, but that didn't end up working out. But from there, I actually brought some giants to help me with tanking this time, because they had point defenses on this side, kind of multiple point defenses, along with up here with the expo. So next plan of attack was I was going to drop a giant here and a giant here for tanking, and then I was going to just follow that up with my surgical hogs. 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, kind of 3 here, 3 here, and I might have dropped 1 or 2 down here. I can't remember now. The goal was just to kind of get these all kind of taken out. Then I was going back because I knew there were going to be a Tesla here and a Tesla here, remember? Oops, let me get that Tesla there. I knew I was probably going to need a heel around here, so I had one for there. Once I dropped that heel, then I kind of finished on with my hog drop. Did 3 up here, kind of did 3 here, and I think I did 2 there or 3 there. I can't remember exactly how many I had left. Next heel was the plan was I was going to kind of drop it as needed. I probably should have waited a little bit, or maybe I should have planned it. Maybe I should have sent more hogs up here to get the split. Because basically I drop a heel right here that does really no good at all, because these hogs kind of go over here, they're not staying the heel, these jump up, eventually go but go to here, but there's that that air defense, is obviously not shooting anything. So second heel was kind of weak, and then I kind of saved I think my third heel for kind of over here with the Teslas and the giant bombs. But that was kind of it. I had the one minion I mentioned that was going to be left, so I went ahead and dropped the minion up here pretty early because there's nothing really that can hit him. You've got to get almost to here to get in range, I think, of the air defense. We'll look at the air defense cover there. Yeah, almost to there, so a lot of free buildings up there. And then once, I kind of had the hogs all down, I went ahead and dropped a wizard down here in the back so that it could start, kind of cleaning up, and it would move along this way. So that was the plan of attack. We'll kind of watch it and go from there, and we'll see this how it played out. So as I said, first thing I did was drop the minion. From there, get the golem and the golem, and then I dropped my wizards here, breaking the trash ring on both of these sides and over here. Get the archer queen down, the 2 witches, and then I get the wall breakers. I kind of waited for that mortar splash. You can see they go in though, and I get lucky and they actually bust through that wall there. I get the rage down. Go ahead and get the wall breakers. You can see I get 3 of them go this way and 2 of them for some reason split. But CC troops are coming in now, so I get the Barbarian King down. Definitely not as clean because the golem's over here instead of being over here tanking where I wanted, so I had to use the Barbarian King ability a little bit earlier. So you can see my Barbarian King's going to go down a bit earlier, but he does the important part. He gets almost all the CC troops out, and you can see I've already started the hog attack. Giants are already in. Hogs are already in. Hit some spring traps, but I've got that first heel down. Okay, placed on a heel. Probably should have placed it a little farther back, and then I get my kind of final my final heel down, final hogs and final heel. And you see that heel was completely wasted because they actually jumped away from the air defense to go over for this the air blower. But that heel probably should have been placed kind of a little bit more in the morning. But got my final heel. I actually had to I threw it in the middle there. I guess I threw it for the expo because they were going down pretty quick. So last heel ended up not going where I wanted. So I've got less hogs. I've got plenty kind of for cleanup, but instead of having 8 or 9 hogs still left to clean up, I think I only ended up with 3 or 4. But plan went okay. Obviously, this golem didn't take much damage because I've got an unbusted golem, so maybe I should have been a little bit slower on the deployment of the wall breakers, give the golems a little bit time to work forward. But overall, kind of worked out well. The minion did a ton of work. Helped clean up a bunch of these buildings. I guess I only ended up 1 hog here. Maybe I only ended up with 2 hogs. I know I didn't have a whole lot left, but Archer Queen's still up with the ability. This wizard that was down here kind of cleaned up all of this row of defenses already. I had one more wizard that's kind of up here, I guess, for cleanup. So it was kind of working over there, and that leaves my kind of 2 hogs. So pop the AQ ability when she hit that wall, and that's it. So we'll kind of speed it up. So another good attack. Obviously wasn't as pretty as some of the other ones I've done in regards to how many hogs I had left, but it worked out in the end. I'm still trying to get the heel placement down a little bit better. That was a misjudgment. I kind of forgot the air blower was going to pull my hogs away, so I probably should have looked at that a little better. But I hope this is helpful. If there's any questions or comments, please leave them below, and thank you very much for watching.